Okay, so I just want to ask you. I love you. That I'm telling you. I love you too. And praise be God and Mother bringing us here tonight. I want your take on how you feel the Howard Stern interviews are progressing. Well, it's early on. Um, I think that it is good to have Howard as sort of a objective questioner, right? How do you feel about it? I'm all for it, and you know I'm working toward. Our goal is to bring your memory back fully, right? Uh, what might not be understood by yourself, and although I think you do grasp that a lot of when we talk about the 70s through my assassination, the time period where I was associated with your biological father, and I knew definitively who you were and where to find you. Right. There's a lot that's going to get cleared up about that time period that you only have the sketchiest details about. Okay? Yes. Okay. All right. And that's where this exercise is going to be taking us. You and me, to that time period. You seem a little apprehensive. Well, I see things from that time period where we were together, but it's very confusing because it's like I was sleepwalking. Is that right? Yes. You're calling me a somnambulist. Somnambulist. My somnambulist. Say that 3 times fast. So there were times. Oh, we we're getting there, Lena. So I'm not ready for this information just now. You know everything, but it's going to solidify for you. But we can't get there until Howard brings us back to the other time periods. My childhood, your childhood, your teen years, my teen years, so on and so forth. Okay, so because really, it's supposed to be confusing. The wires are unraveling. This is what's happening right now. We're in the home stretch. You know that I've always loved you, and that I always took care of you, and you always came first. Well, your family came first. This is where the multi-dimensional connections come into play. Yes, my family came first in many ways. My biological children, my spouse, mother. In the same way that your spouse, Christopher. But then there's the next level, the eternal level that was always there for you and I. I don't know what's going to come next. I just know that the communication that we have is going to get stronger. And you need to be steady for that. And that's what we're working for. What about me, you're asking? Yeah. Are you the steadier of the two of us? I have to be. I'm operating on. BOWIE's here. I see him. David, don't get ahead of the. Don't put the don't put the cart in front of the horse. Okay. I see a lot of questions coming up now. It just was 555. Yeah. Another twin flame signifier. I see the questions ever since Howard's interview with you this afternoon. I see a lot of questions arising and possibly some doubts on your part. I don't blame you for feeling that way. You, David, you're seeing doubts on my part. You can perceive doubts about what? About the very power of the multidimensional capabilities of communication. We can be many places at many different times. It's a very tightly interwoven structure, like one of those puzzles, those spheres. Right, I see it. That you pull in and out like an accordion, and things shift and levels merge, and then they pull far apart, and yeah, I see it. I see it very clearly, what you're showing me. So we don't want you to become overwhelmed, and that's why this is all part of, Howard getting on board. That's a very integral thing to this next step, because he is still on the third dimension where you are. Not very far from where you are right now, really. Yeah, I could drive to his house right now if I was driving. That's true. So just again, don't put the cart in front of the horse, and just roll with it, and let the interviews unfold. All right, thanks, Cappy. Yeah, worry not. You just want to know everything all at once, because that you're an overachiever. John is the same way. Yeah, Lena, it's not your it's the way we are. But you're not to get overloaded, and that's where we're at too. So 818 exactly. So chop chop. Let's go relax. All right. Thanks, Cappy. Yeah, it's okay. I love you. I love you too. Praise be God and Mother. Praise be God and Mother. No wonder they say, what a tangled web. It's the craziest thing, isn't it? Yeah. How did you ever find me? I mean, my family. How did you know? Now you're asking the questions that Howard's going to be asking. Well, I don't think we ever really talked about that. Well, Lena, uh, the Dreamweaver you're showing me. Yeah. 909. I had visions. I had visions, very clear visions. And it wasn't really. I had Mother. She was like a super sleuth. She was like a detective, and we would needed a contractor, and it was the perfect inn. Steel and glass, walls and bridges. Your father was the man. Your father. Now let's go. Okay.